Hey there everyone! Thanks for watching today. I have a video for Kindred stamps using the Sea Friends stamp set, and I'm going to be using the little seagull image. So I've masked off an area at the top of a piece of watercolor cardstock, and I'm using some VersaFine Onyx Black ink to just repeatedly stamp my little seagull image across my card panel. And then I'm going to be using some clear embossing powder because I plan to watercolor, and the embossing powder helps keep my color contained. So I have my Staedtler watercolor markers, and these are what I usually use for watercoloring. I just take the marker and I add some color where I want the darkest shading to be, and then I come in with my water brush and I blend that out. So I have 3 different colors of browns and then an orange for the little seagull beak. And what I love about these markers is that if you don't think you get enough color, like on the wing of the seagull here, it kind of blended in with the body. So all I had to do was take a darker brown marker, scribble some down onto my glass craft mat, or you could use an acrylic block or even a sheet of acetate, and you can just go in and add some deeper color. So once I've dried my watercolor, I've used my anti-static pouch because I'm going to do some embossing so I can do some ink blending over the top. I have my Versa marker pen. It's just like a VersaFine or a VersaMark ink pad, but in a pen form. And I'm going to color over my watercolored seagulls here. I've added some clear embossing powder. You can see how they are shiny like that. So now when I go in with my distress ink and an ink blending tool, I can just blend right over these little birdies, and the clear embossing powder is going to resist the ink. So I've started with spun sugar. Now I'm coming in with some worn lipstick, and then I'll finish up with some picked raspberry on the edges. I want this to kind of be a gradient of color. So I'm coloring almost like you would with markers, starting with the lightest, then the medium, then the dark, and then you blend back out to your light. And here's the big reveal for ink blending. It's one of my favorite things about masking and blending and all that, is when you reveal it, you get these clean edges. And you can see there that my tape tore my paper, and I also had some ink on my fingertips, so I'm using my Tombow sand eraser, and all I'm doing is just lightly sanding away the top layer of the paper, and you'll never know that I had to do this. So I have some Owl Post sequins. I love this sequin mix. I just ordered it because I plan to use it on almost every card because I just love the gold and the mixes with the white and the shimmer and all that good stuff. So I'm gluing down some sequins. You can see I staggered my sentiments there, and that will be the end to this card. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you'll head over to my blog or the Kindred Stamps blog to see some still photos and to get a written description of this card. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!